Now, South Africans from all walks of life continue to buckle from the pressure of blackouts. While some have the luxury of owning generators, informal business owners, such as vendors, cannot afford them. Newzroom Afrika's Sipha Kema joins us from Duncan village in East London. A very good afternoon to you, Sipha. Now, we've heard big business complaining about load shedding, but how are the informal businesses on the ground faring during this time?
Well, of course, Tammy, as you mentioned, that the rolling, the blackouts are affecting a lot of South Africans, and that means also the informal businesses are also affected by this. Now, of course, there's two ways about it, is that most South Africans, when, of course, load shedding hits them, they get home late, they aren't able to cook, so what do? They have to grab a plate of food. This is where it's the positive for most of these informal businesses, more especially those who cook on the side of the roads. But also at the same time, security is a main concern, more especially from areas like Duncan village, which is one of the most dangerous townships here in East London. So we're going to talk to one of the local business owners here, Munolisti, and Munolisti is going to tell us exactly how load shedding affects her. Mama Munolisti. Kasixelele mama uba le mibani manicima yo wena njengomntu unebhizinesi ephekayo iku affecta njani?
Andivi kamnandi kuba ndibolelwa inyama. Yonke le mihla ndiyilahle etipini. Andinamali ndipheleleke kuyo. Funeke ndivuke ndiyoncedwa ngulo mama okanye ndiyoncedwa ngonye umama. Mama unolime.
Uba inyama yakho ukwazi uyifaka efrijini.
Ndikwazi ndiphinde ndiyothenga loo ndiyilahlile leya.
Awenzanga kwamali.
Andenzanga mali kaloku. Siyabhustana nale ntokazi nolimi.
Ngoku wena mama ifamily yakho mos yiyo le idependa ngale mali
ndiphelela abanayo enye imali. Xhome kuyo.
Mama. Ngoku ke mama na enye into umbuzo wami isecurity le ndawo ukuyo iwesi Duncan village inabo ubustoti. Wenza njani xa kumnyama apha kucime izibane?
Ndilatha amakhandlela kaloku. Bandoyika ngaloo mini ndiba nombilini suke ndiyivale ndihambe kuse-8. Ii-customers zifuna uthenga ndixoma ndihambe umbane awukho ngoba ndoyikisela isiqu sam.
Uphela ulahlekelwa nayimali?
Ndiyalahlekelwa nayinyama zonke izinto ezi.
Ngoku ke xa abantu befika emakwabo befika uba abaphekanga babethwe ngulo mbane bayeza ke kodwa amanani uzothenga ukutya?
Abazokwazi ukutya bandazi ndihlala apha kaloku. Andikuthengisela endlini ndizawuthengisa njani kumnyama xa sendivala ndiyonke into yam ndiyenzela kwalapha. Yiyo laa nto ndithi ke masibala neekhonteyina uba sihluphekile kodwa sivota yonke le mihla.
Alright, Mama ndiyabulela ke Mama Munolisti. Here, Tammy Munolisti telling us that her main issue, of course, is not being able to refrigerate the meat that she uses, of course, which is the key part of her business, as you can tell, using a large pot to ensure that she cooks. I mean, since we've been here, she's had several customers coming for meat. Now, you can just imagine this is someone who relies on this to sustain herself and her family. And if then she has to discard that meat at the end of the day because it has rotten, because there is no refrigerator for her to keep it in, then it becomes a problem for her. She also says that she fears sometimes for her safety because it's not safe here in the streets. So therefore she has to pack up early, even though there are customers and clients who come asking for food. Sometimes she braves it out and she sticks around, she switches on candles just so that she's able to make just a bit more money through the day. But of course, as you mentioned, it does affect South Africans, a lot of South Africans for that matter. Now from here, Tammy, we're going to move into the inner city and talk to some of those small informal businesses there. Now the main theme seems to be security when it comes to the informal businesses because late at night it's dark, most especially in the townships. They have no form of lighting or generator to keep them alight and to keep them safe. So they have no other option but to pack up earlier than they have anticipated.
Sipha Kema, thank you very much for that update. The power blackouts and the lack of electricity really affecting businesses, big and small.